Hi everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Devil May Cry 4. This is the Counting Nightmare and today we're doing Mission 2.
Devil May Cry.
So using the game trainer has resulted in a few menu glitches here. As you can see, there's no mission number next to Dante Must Die mode. The other difficulties have all disappeared as well. Finally, if I press up or down to highlight anything else, Dante Must Die mode disappears. So it's a bit buggy. But the actual gameplay itself is not, thankfully. When we select a mission, we can choose between normal Nero and automatic Nero. Automatic is just the option I turned off at the very start, the automatic option. So you can turn it on for a mission just out of curiosity and then turn it back off whenever you like. That's kind of nice.
You brought this here for me?
Kratos requested. She yearns for your touch.
Thanks. This blade's the best battle companion a swordsman could wish for. Fortuna Castle, huh?
That's what the witnesses said.
Guy just came from hell. He's gotta hit up a couple tourist sites.
Jest so lightly in a time of crisis? You must capture him.
Trust me, I'll get it done.
Please be careful. You still haven't recovered.
There's no time, and duty calls. Can't pass on an emergency.
I must return to headquarters and report. Someone help me!
Is this him?
I'm not sure.
Kratos, take care of Kyrie. I got this.
We must evacuate the residents back to headquarters. Report back as soon as you can, and be careful.
Got it already.
Gideon, run! Go with the others!
Go! Get out of here! Not so fast.
And that's not how swords work. I'm pretty sure. But now we have access to Nero's customized sword, Red Queen, and we can buy some upgrades for it. It's got quite a few moves we can buy here. I'll go over them as we actually get them. But the first move you should probably get is Streak. I'm going to grab Split as well. I find it very useful. And I'll grab this one just for fun. So we're actually spending Proud Souls to buy these. Why Proud Souls? That's because you can do this. And sell the move back. That's really handy. You can just buy a move, try it out. If you don't like it, sell it back. No problem. Blue Rose has some charge shot upgrades. We can only get level 1 right now, unfortunately. And we have a third page of stuff. Abilities. This is just miscellaneous stuff like double jumps, dashes. We'll get some of those later. And the other screen is items. This is where we spend our red orbs. We can get Vital Stars, which you can use in a mission to restore your health. And you can get Holy Waters, which you can use in a mission to kill everything around you. These will all cost you points at the end of the mission though. Then there's Blue Orbs. That's what we want. It increases our health permanently. So we'll be collecting those. Finally there's Gold Orbs. You have infinite continues in this game, but a Gold Orb will bring you back to life on the spot you died. So if you're having trouble finishing a boss, just use a Gold Orb. You do get penalised for that as well though. So now we get to play around with Red Queen. We get to use it against these very basic enemies here called Scarecrows. Every Devil May Cry has just a really standard enemy. There's our first green orb. They recover your health. Pretty basic stuff. So we'll destroy everything around here just to get some red orbs. It actually helps your end of mission ranking. And we can play around with the Exceed system. So we can rev our sword. See in the top left there's a little meter. Fill that up and we get a little bar. We can have 3 bars maximum. So the idea is that when you swing your sword, it'll consume one of those little bars to power up your sword attack. It'll make it faster, a bit stronger. Sometimes it'll change the attack slightly. So that's pretty nice. Plenty of stuff to get in here. Start off by destroying the barrels. Then we can wall jump up here and grab our first gold orb. That's the same thing I showed off in the item screen. So you might be wondering, what is the point of the Exceed system? After all, you only get 3 attacks out of it. Then you're back to normal boring attacks. Well, that's where the real fun begins. If you hit the rev trigger at the right time during an attack, you create a bar. So you can keep it going if you've got your timing right. It's actually called X-Act or something like that. I like to call it instant revving though, because it's a lot clearer what you're talking about. And that's our official introduction to the Scarecrow enemy. We didn't get one before, so now we get one. All enemies in the game get some kind of a little cutscene. If you can keep your rev going, you can do entire combos powered up. And we'll taunt him. Just because that's what you do in Devil May Cry. There's a whole ton of red orbs to collect in here. And it's always a good idea to rev up your sword before moving on. ton of scarecrows down there, but we can't go there. So we'll have to continue onwards to the cathedral, where there's some sneaky red orbs. So what can we do here? Well, we've got a little platform thing. We can't do anything with that. We can destroy these chairs though. Vent our frustrations. And what is this?
What the hell?
So, Nero's arm likes to eat things. I'm a bit worried. But now we have a new ability, Snatch. We can use it to pull enemies towards us, which is amazingly useful. And we can grab that Vital Star with it too. Vital Stars are just the items that recover your health. There's a green orb there if you need it. So now that we have Snatch, we can use that thing up there. That's called a Grim Grip. Snatch it and you pull yourself up to new locations. So Nero's got a unique way of getting himself around here. So that evil legacy, what exactly was that doing here? It's obviously evil, it's a skull. And they may have been worshipping it. A little worried. That red orb, reckon I should jump over there and grab it? Of course not, I'll snatch it. Still can't go down there, sadly. But we do get to investigate this. This red symbol is a secret mission. Secret missions have been in the series since the very first game. They're sprinkled throughout the game, and they give you little objectives to perform. Our objective this time is pretty simple. Just kill everything in a time limit. We do get to play around with our new Snatch ability though. And that move where I dash forwards, that's streak. Really good. Closes distance. Does tons of AoE damage. And I'm probably going to be overusing the Buster a bit here. Just to make sure I meet time requirements, because it can actually be a bit strict. And the other guy's all the way over there. Jeez. Get over here. And that's Red Queen Combo B. It's not very useful, but it's a lot of fun. And our reward is a blue orb fragment. Only a fragment though. We need 3 more fragments to make a full blue orb. Then we can increase our health. Does that sound familiar to anyone? But we'll be collecting all of those. Small little fight here against a couple scarecrows. Not really sure what the point of this fight is. You can see he's blocking my attack. They only do that on higher difficulties. They might do it on normal, but it will be very rare. So we're playing on Dante Must Die mode. That means that enemies can double trigger. What does that mean? We'll find out soon enough. Nice huge group of scarecrows here. It's a lot of fun to just do a streak into a huge group. And it's a lot of fun to stay in the air against these guys too. You can yank them up, do a buster, pull them back up, do air combos. It's very smooth. So none of these will probably double trigger. I'm probably going to kill them too quickly. He's almost triggering though, he had a purple mist. So, what is Devil Trigger? To explain that, it's probably best to have a look at an old favourite of the Devil May Cry series. So this is Dante. He's the son of the legendary Dark Knight Sparda, which means he's half human and half demon. That means he can access an inner demon form, which is called Devil Triggering. He's been able to do this since the very first game in the series. Gives him a boost in speed, power, and defense. So the whole gimmick with Dante Must Die mode since the first game has been that, that cool ability you can do, Devil Triggering. Now enemies can do it too. It's not temporary for them though. Every Devil May Cry since has carried on that idea. So I hope that clears it up for you, because we're definitely fighting a triggered enemy in this room. Alright, what do we got here? More scarecrows? No. A new enemy. Where did he go? There he is. These are assaults. Well, they're actually blades from Devil May Cry 1. They're making a nice little return here. It's a good idea not to stand still against assaults. They have a ton of really fast abilities. And it can be hard to knock them over, because they've actually got shields. That's why I'm using a lot of streaks, a lot of high rollers, and a lot of busters. So they've got a unique buster animation. If you hit the buster button, you actually hit him on the ground several times. Normally you only do it twice, but mashing buster you'll do it 4 times. With one final hit. They can be a bit scary. You don't want to fight them from range because they have a pretty nasty needle shooting attack. So there is one more in here, but he for some reason always gets caught up over the side there. So I'll just wait for him to come to me, I think. Might as well get our sword ready. Oh, here he comes. We might get stuck. See, he's devil triggered. He's got this really powerful purple aura. He's got glowing eyes. Well triggered, he's actually very difficult to stun. Need to use very high impact moves on him. This guy can one-shot me, by the way, basically. Just thought you'd like to know. Enemies take a bit less damage while triggered, and they deal much more. That blue orb fragment isn't hidden very well. They want you to find that one. Had a little trail of red orbs leading to it. And up here we'll find a nice big stash of red orbs. There's actually a second stash on the top of this, but you need a proper double jump to get up there. Oh well. We don't have a double jump yet. We do have a wall jump. We start off with that one. See? There's actually 3 kinds of double jump in this game. There's a wall jump, and I can't go that way, by the way. The drawbridge is up. So there's the wall jump. There's air hike, which is a double jump you can do anywhere. You have to buy that one. And there's enemy step, which lets you bounce off of enemies. You have to buy that one too. That's the key ingredient in jump cancelling. More scarecrows. Why do they get a cutscene of their own? Because these are actually different scarecrows. They're leg scarecrows, in comparison to the arm scarecrows we fought before. They have a blade on their leg, which is pretty damn goofy, I think. Their attack animations are really bizarre. Don't want to let him trigger on me. The arm scarecrows. Definitely a little scarier. And a classic switch, which we need to activate to get through there. There's not a whole lot of difference between leg and arm scarecrows. Just different attack animations.
Damn it!
Classic Devil May Cry tradition. If it doesn't work, hit it or shoot it. And if you do a streak off of an edge like that, you actually go into a dash if you've got the speed ability. I don't. An ambush here. It's only 3 scarecrows though. Nothing to be concerned about. I love doing streak falls. There were 2 next to each other there. And he's all the way over there. Don't know what he thought he was doing.
What'd you say?
That charge shot isn't very powerful yet, but I still like to mix it in. It's just a habit. Because charge shot level 3 is really, really good. Anyway, we can go over here now. But not before fighting a bunch of scarecrows. This fight is actually entirely optional. There's a lot of optional fights in this mission. But we're doing them because fighting stuff is actually really fun in this game. That's what the game's about. It's a good idea to hang around toward the edge of enemy groups, or in the air, because they have a much harder time hitting you up there. If something's blocking you, a nice buster will break through their block. And this move where I come crashing down from the ground is called Split. But if you have exceeded, it's actually a slightly different move called Double Down. Not sure why that one changes name. Ooh. These guys are triggered, so they're a little scarier. So yeah, my attack didn't stun him at all there. Gotta be careful there. And you can move while revving up your sword. Not very fast, but it's something at least. Mining area. Interesting. But before we move on, I want to jump down here and grab these really big red orbs. Extremely handy. A green orb here, just in case you need it. The game's kind of nice to you like that. And this thing wants us to inspire it. It's a combat adjudicator. These were introduced in Devil May Cry 3. The idea is you just beat up on it until you get a good combo ranking. That one's a really easy one. You only need to get a B on that one. And you get a blue orb fragment. So there's some blue orb fragments you only get from secret missions, some from those, and some are just lying around. And here's our statue of space and time or something. They're in every game. But they are the shop. So you can access the shop mid-mission, which is good, because I'm going to sell that. And I'm going to pick up Caliber, which is a move I love to use against big enemies, aka bosses. That should do for now. And we can actually buy some blue orbs, because we have tons of red orbs now, look at them. We can buy 2 blue orbs. And Caliber is this air dash. It's like a dash slash attack. It's really good.
Let me guess. More demons. bad for the complexion. I burn easily, never tan.
When I came to this world 2,000 years ago, there was no such human as the likes of you.
Wanna make it another 2,000?
Meet Burial. He's big, he's scary, and he has a goddamn huge sword. Look at that thing. That's hardly fair. But being supposedly the conqueror of the fiery hell, he's got a bunch of fire-based attacks to go along with that sword, of course. His sword has a huge range on it too. Never underestimate his range or he will get you. And there's Caliber. I love it against bosses. That explosion move does a ton of damage if he catches you. It's got a huge range on it too. It does about 80% of my health, so he can easily two-shot me. Safest place to attack him from is his butt. That's because he only really has one sword attack he does. That spinning one. From the front he's got a whole bunch of stuff he can do, but from the back, so much easier. Also, whatever you do, stay away from that right arm. That thing has a uppercut on it. Comes out super fast. Pretty hard to avoid. That attack has a huge range. Always roll to the side if you're seeing him do that. That thing can hurt you if you're too close. I was lucky that time. So you can snatch this guy. Pull yourself up towards him. That's pretty nice. You can try and buster him, but he cares not for the buster. You try and buster him from the ground and he'll do that stomp. That will hit you. It's just one little fuck you from him to me. Might notice I'm not going in the air a whole lot. That's because I don't have any kind of double jump. So if he starts an attack while I'm in the air, I'm basically screwed. I'm going to take the hit. Oh shit, there's the uppercut. Now he's weakened. Once he's weakened, you can buster him, thankfully. Oh shit. Bam! And now he's double triggered. Look at those beautiful blue flames. Aren't they scary? Mainly I think they're for intimidation factor. I think he does a bit more damage, and he maybe takes less damage while he's triggered. But overall it's not a big change. It just looks damn cool.
Don't ask. Damn thing drives me crazy though.
You are just like he was.
And he would be...
I must restore my power.
Phew. So, can you see why I love this game now? I hope so. So when you bust a Burial, you can go straight for his stomach first if you want, but I highly recommend you go for the head first. If you go for the stomach, you might not get a chance to get a second buster on him. And over there is the Hellgate he came through. We can't get over there right now though, so we'll continue on. The mission title is actually French for the Gates of Hell, apparently. Kind of fitting. And the Gates of Hell was also apparently a sculpture, depicting a scene from the Divine Comedy, which Devil May Cry takes a lot of inspiration from. So that's interesting. That trick I did towards the end to catch Burial while he was charging me, the reason that went into a buster is because he didn't have his flames. If you do it normally, this is what it looks like. The timing on it is really tight. Also, this is how much damage his explosion move does. You can see I tried to get away, but it can be tough to get away from sometimes. And this is how much damage the charge does. Anyway, join me next time for Mission 3. We fight a couple new enemies, and we explore a castle. Ooh. See you next time.
Come on! Come on!